the least of his problems the way Cartinas was firing tonight. Folks, coming up next, the champ, Schilt and Hesdy Gerges. Welcome back to Seoul, Korea, the K1 World Grand Prix Final 16. Hesdy Gerges and Schilt coming up.
He can walk very well, he can think very well, and he has a good heart to fight. Actually, very explosive. That's what he most concentrate by him.
This fight, I think I went too strong, so it shut down a little bit. Really strong this time.
How the fight was won by disqualification, I don't think that's really a victory.
사랑이 없을 정도로 압도하는 싸움, 이것이 왕자의 싸움. 슈트.
So you need to enter for a hump this time?
I want to be champion of 2010, and then for me it's the first time if I achieve it.
지환 시합이라고 호통을 받는 이제 옛날 이야기. 지금 팬들로 더하게는 강인한 상승이 보여주고 있다. 세계에서 가장 가혹한 플레이. 유럽 제크리트에서 아츠와 벤너를 상대로 젠더 플레이이 가능한 안 좋은 환경. 강해질 수밖에 없다. 슈트, Hesdy Gerges.
Hesdy Gerges, 26 years old, 6'6", 220 pounds. Trained by Tom Herrick, a career record of 33-8 with 13 knockouts. The WCFA Super Heavyweight Champion, he won that title in 2009 in Amsterdam with a decision win over Ruslan Karayev. He won the Showtime Heavyweight title earlier this year against Badr Hari, after Hari was disqualified for kicking Gerges when he was down. Jerome Labana, Peter Ertz in the corner here. This is a rematch tonight. Gerges fought Schilt on his K1 debut in 2009. On just a few days' notice, he took Schilt to a decision. Although the loss was very impressive. Has gone 7-1 in his last 8, including wins over Paul Slawinski, Ashwin Baldak, and his last win against Rustemi Kreshnik in Amsterdam just 3 weeks ago, beating Kreshnik with low kicks in the second round. Semi's era. The most imposing sight in K1. The four-time champion, Semi Schilt. Winner in 2005, 6 and 7 and 9. And last year he did it in world record time. 5 minutes and 52 seconds. Beating Badahari in the final. Schilt has never been beaten in the K1 World Grand Prix. He has been beaten in the final 16 before here in Seoul 2 years ago against Peter Gerges.
이것은 웨이브로 신장 212cm, 체중 133.2kg.
Semi Schilt, amazing record in K1, 33, 3 and 1, 16 knockouts. A towering fighter at 6'11", at 294 pounds, and he fights every inch of that 6'11". He knows how to fight perfectly as a tall fighter, sitting behind his jab, behind his beautiful front kicks and his rising knees. He's got exceptional cardio, the work rate of a middleweight fighter, an amazing champion. But don't forget, last time Gerges did take him the distance, and I said on only 3 days' notice. What can Gerges do, having a full training camp for this one? Michael Chavello, Ray Sefo, and Mike Kogan with you inside. Front kick from Semi as expected. Gerges will go to the legs.
Gerges is a big man, but Semi makes him look small.
Ray Sefo was the man who wrote the formula of how to knock down Semi, becoming the first man to knock down Semi in K1 back in 2007 by working angles, changing it up, jumping in, firing shots to the jawline, then getting out of range. Can Gerges do the same here? You cannot stand in front of Semi. Gerges already backing up the champion with a nice straight right hand and a good double forearms guard. Very tight from Gerges. Nice counter leg kick.
I think Gerges seems to be following more of Badahari's game plan.
Yeah, the thing is he can't outkick Semi. Semi, his work rate is very, very high.
The problem is, Hesdy Gerges did not have anywhere near the hand power of a Badahari who knocked out Semi Schilt in Amsterdam in 58 seconds. Gerges has to rely on his legs, but as Ray said, you're not going to finish a fight with Semi with leg kicks.
Right. I mean, even though he doesn't have that power, he still can actually land shots and work to set up his low kicks.
He can, however, Ray, continue to kick the legs, kick the body, and work up a good point-scoring game against Semi.
Right.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Remy had Semi against the ropes with one punch over, and he's not known for being the strongest puncher in the world, so I think...
There's the high knee from Schilt. He backs up Gerges now. Gerges slings to the lead leg. Semi starting to find his range.
But, Remy surprised himself when he threw that hook as much as he surprised us.
He did. I'll give you that. He did.
Outside thigh kick from Semi. Nothing getting through that guard so far off the jab. Semi's got to switch it up a little. Still not getting through.
Well, actually, it is.
No, it's getting through.
Yeah, it's getting through. If you look.
Every one of those are getting through.
No, it's more so. He's hitting the gloves, and that one got through. But Hesdy's gloves are ricocheting back against his face, and now starting to swell his own forehead. Again, hitting the gloves, but there's a lot of power behind that jab.
Yeah, it could be the pain of the gloves being that's making his face look real.
Exactly.
Yeah, it looks like it's swelling up slightly.
Ooh, nice round kick there from Semi.
Well, Semi is in his element right now, and if Gerges keeps fighting this, it's going to be Semi's fight as all of Semi fights.
Exactly.
Look.
Front kick from Semi.
Semi's with him. Punching.
And Semi's getting more and more confident.
Nice jab, too, from Semi. Now he's sitting behind the jab.
I mean, that's Semi's moneymaker is that jab and that front kick.
Jab, and that's what Semi's doing. He's settled in his element, and he's going to see this for the next 3 rounds, unless he can knock him out by some miracle.
Right.
Into the first round. Started well for Gerges. Last move, though, for Semi, Ray.
Absolutely, Semi took that round.
His side is swollen. Those punches are getting through. That ain't ricocheting off of anything but his head.
No, it's the paint of the glove. that's making his face look red.
All right. Right there. Look.
Just
it's
an
coming
awesome
through.
jab that he has here, Semi Schilt. The size of it.
Semi takes 2. One judge sees it as a draw.
Hey, a shout out to Crooklyn who's watching, and she tells me that she interviewed Alasky, and apparently he did break his nose, and he's gonna have surgery soon, and he won't be available to fight again until December.
Well, Mighty Mo would like to thank Arlovsky for breaking his nose in training
And giving him the opportunity to be here.
To the final 8.
Right.
Speaking of shout-outs, Scott Coker, your, I guess, sort of a boss is watching this on HDNet.
Scott, what's up, brother?
We want to wish him all the best. Ray's
Exactly.
ready for that January fight.
Oh, absolutely.
Here we go, second round. Semi taking on 2 judges' scorecards. Nice right hand from Hesdy. Hesdy.
He's following Bader's strategy. That was Bader's strategy. Coming up, and then throw wild punches and hope that they land.
But he hasn't got the explosiveness of Bader.
I agree, but he apparently doesn't know that, so that's his strategy.
The problem is making himself tense up, and eventually, as the round goes on, Semi will take him apart again. He's got a pinpoint his shot, trying to counter off Semi's shots.
Schilt is just such a hard riddle to solve. They tie up again. A lot of instructions coming from Tom Herrick in the corner of Hesdy Gerges. Dave Yonkers in the corner of Semi Schilt. Look at that right hand lead from Semi. The work rate of Semi, just phenomenal for a man of his size.
They just gotta, try and slip those shots and come back with his own shots. He's like just taking it, and what happens is he stands still in the middle. It's just gonna push him off balance, and then by the time he fires, Semi's not there.
Hesdy Gerges trying to parry the jab, drops down to the midsection of Schilt.
He also needs to change levels, go to the body, come back upstairs.
Halfway through this round. Oh, the knee to the orbital bone. That was nicely done from Semi. He used that in the final 16 a few years ago to knock out Paul Slowinski. I just don't see Gerges being able to change it up enough here, Ray, to confuse or phase Semi.
Well, I mean, he's coming straight down the center. He's standing right in front of Semi. He's not changing angles. He's not changing, moving his head. He's trying to, stand there man to man. Unfortunately, Semi's work rate's too high.
At times when we have seen Semi overwhelmed, it was when opponents suddenly turned it on and went crazy for his jawline, like Remy did that once, like Bader did in Amsterdam, like Ray Sefo did in 2007. But I don't know if Hesdy Gerges has the ability to turn it on like that.
No, not anymore, because he got sucked into Semi's web. He's in the Semi's game now. It's just like he keeps going and going and going and going and going until the fight is over.
He got sucked into the Semi-rhythm. Once you're trapped in that rhythm, Ray, it's like being trapped in a spider's web. It's hard to get out.
Yeah, it's like falling into a quicksand.
Just sucks you in. Nice analogy.
Like I said, he's in the web. I don't know why the web was not a good
No, it's not a good enough analogy.
Oh, there it is! You've got to follow through, Hesdy. One right hand won't do it, but it certainly shows he knows he's got to turn it on and go for the jawline. Easier said than done. 2 rounds down. Another round for Semi Schilt.
Indeed it is.
There was a glimpse there from Hesdy Gerges. He landed a right hand about 10 seconds before the bout.
I mean, Sami did exactly what Sami does in all of his fights. I don't think you ever get, if you get Sami winning, then you have the same strategy. You have that jab, you have the high output, you have the knees, and you have the front kick, and that's exactly what Sami's doing. And as Ray said, Gerges is doing everything that he's not supposed to be doing.
Right.
He's not supposed to stand in front of Sami and try to go toe-to-toe with him because the guy's output is just huge for a guy his size. Angles.
We are ready for the third and final round. The seemingly unstoppable world record holding K1 Grand Prix champion, Semi Schilt. It is all for Hesdy Gerges to do now. Good leg kick. There is a huge, huge purple welt on the lead thigh of Semi Schilt.
Well, I like to see Semi throw an uppercut off that jab. A right uppercut, that is.
Hesdy is going to town on that lead leg. Again, he cracks down and he tags him with the left hand. Here comes Gerges. Can he turn the tide? And Semi ties him up. That's more like it from Gerges. Can he get his second win here, the Egyptian? Again, he cracks to the lead thigh. Semi checks the low kick. Much better round so far for Gerges. Beautiful knee to the upper left rib cage, then to the right. Gerges winning this round so far. There is no way you're going to pull that head down from 6'11" of Semi to try and get a good night, Irene. Gerges goes to the lead thigh. Wants to drop it a little lower. Wants to sink it on the knee or just above. Left hook misses the target. Right hand leg kick. Gerges is rallying. Gerges is scoring. There's a good right hand. He's got to keep going.
And he's got to
follow through.
He's got to follow through with that left hook. I mean, Semi's, when he lands that right hand, Semi's chin is right up in the air.
But does he have the power to knock him out is the question that hurt him at this point.
Gerges' corner screaming, throw the right, just let your right hand go.
Well, Remy, I mean, no discredit to Remy. Remy's not known for his hands, but he drops Semi with the left hook.
That's what I said, but apparently...
Oh, nice jab again from Semi. Gerges ties him up.
I mean, Gerges is definitely scoring for the judges, and if he wins this round, this could go into Semi won the
Semi was going to win regardless.
Yeah.
Side thigh kick from Hesdy. Nice knee to the floating rib cage. Hesdy went for a knee and a beautiful Muay Thai dump there from Semi Schilt. Gerges straight onto his feet. He is red hot game here. Hesdy Gerges. 30 seconds remaining of this epic contest.
I like to see Semi throw that right uppercut after he lands that jab. Because Hesdy's just walking straight into it.
Semi, three-punch combination. Gerges tries to kick at the head of a man, 6'11". That's brave. Right hand from Gerges. Semi turns him around. Gotta watch the knee. Gotta watch the knee.
Semi's looking tired. That's the first.
The cardio machine. Semi Schilt has never had his leg banged up like we've seen here tonight, and that's a fact. Nobody has gone to town on that lead thigh like Hesdy has.
That's right. That's right.
This is going to be interesting. Hesdy takes the third round clearly.
But it's not enough. It's not enough because Semi had the first 2 rounds. So it's not going to be enough. The only way you're going to win is by a knockout.
Those beautiful leg kicks from Hesdy Gerges. You can just see it here, the huge purple welt. The shin careering into the thigh time and time again. Gerges, just a phenomenal effort. Continues to improve in leaps and bounds, the Chakariki-trained Dutch Egyptian.
But a little bit late. If he would have done that in the second round, it would have changed. The ties would have definitely changed. I think he woke up a little too late.
A brave man indeed, Hesdy Gerges.
30대 28. Run Semi. 저지 오가마 씨. 30대 25.
That was a draw.
First judge gave it to Semi, second judge a draw, and the third judge gave it to Semi.
And 2 judges to Semi, 1 a draw. And Semi Schilt will be there on this number 11 to defend his title. The crowd not too happy about it, Ray. I think they thought it was an extension round. It's Hesdy Gerges getting the applause here.
Well, because, you know, Hesdy Gerges was actually coming forward. He was taking everything that Semi could throw. At the end of the day, Semi was scoring. And regardless, Semi's going to the finals.
Well, like I said, if Gerges would have started doing this in the second round instead of waiting till the third round, his head would have been raised.
Semi Schilt has won the fights, but Hesdy Gerges is the people's champion.
Regardless, yesterday you guys both said that Gerges is a game for this fight. And watch out for him, and I think you're both right, because, like I said, it's just one more round earlier, and this would have been a different outcome.
Busboon, Dave Yonkers, the Golden Glory team. Peter Ertz is there. And Hesdy Gerges, a tremendous effort. That's twice he has gone the distance with Semi Schilt. And he came even closer this time. Schilt winning a split decision. Trying to kill the knee onto the orbital bone. Missed with the knee, tagged him with the left hand. But Gerges absolutely just mauled the lead leg of Semi like we have not seen another fighter do.
I think he got into a shot, and Sammy was like, no, this is where I take a picture with my trophy. Get out of here.
Hesdy Gerges has the word fighter tattooed across his back. Has the word heart tattooed down. And he showed again here tonight he is a fighter with a massive heart. He came in as the underdog, a huge underdog. $1 bet on him would have earned you $6. $1 bet on Schilt, the shortest odds of the night, would have earned you $1.10. And Gerges